you want to start out? Whoever on the floor, because we're gonna need to let the self love spread a little peanut butter after this ass.
Yeah, I don't
Look,
mind. I can start. Yeah, I can go ahead and start it off because everything is fresh. As everybody knows, and for those who don't know, we just had a Dallas rapper that just got gunned down on 5 in Marsalis just on Wednesday afternoon. Everything is fresh. As everybody knows, I don't know why. I don't know. That's not mine. We don't know what's going on. We're trying to get everything done, you guys. Hold on for a second. I don't know which is that one. That's what this
okay, we good. Can we hear? Can everybody? We ain't get no feedback now. All right.
That's better. Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right. Yes.
Good.
So as I was saying, sorry you guys, we're trying to get everything together so everything will work out right. But as I was saying, Wednesday around 2 o'clock, we had a Dallas rapper that goes by the name of Mo3. A lot of people know him. I knew him personally. A lot of people in Dallas knew him personally. From the streets. He was a cool guy. I thought was a cool guy, but with all this stuff going on with this beef and internet stuff and videos of who doing what and what ain't cool and what is cool and who's scared and who not scared. It's just a whole complete mess, it's never worth anyone's life. You know what I mean? Um, so the story that I got was he was actually chased around the car on the freeway while it was packed and it was actually traffic on the freeway while he was being gunned down. The shooter was running around chasing him and shooting him. I think the fatal shot was to the head. Um, I can't say who did it, but it's a lot of talk going on about the rivalries with what is his name, Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Beezy. They were supposed to be responsible for it, and it baffles me because they were all cool at one point. They have pictures together. They was out at clubs together, so it just completely makes no sense how they can let something small just get so big to where somebody ends up losing their life. It's not okay. It's not okay. For us coming up in Dallas as an artist, it's already extra hard for us to begin with. So why are we killing each other? You know what I'm saying? We need to keep uplifting each other and helping each other to make it. We all trying to make it. And it's sad that when you become some idol or you get, so far as famous, you have to leave out of your own town.
Right.
That's a sad thing. You
Mhm.
can't even be around your own people unless you're coming back to give to the people. It's okay when you're coming back and giving toys and giving this and giving that. That's fine. But just to come and just live in your own town, it's not safe, and that's not okay. It's not okay. Anyone who makes it out of Dallas, it puts us on the map. Period. It lets people know we have talent coming out of our city and out of our state. So why are we killing each other?
Well,
You know?
my take on why we kill each other, it's not just in the rap industry. My take on it is black on black crime, period.
Period.
It doesn't matter if it's a rapper, it doesn't matter if it's a normal blowjo on the street. It's still taking a life. And that is what's sad to me. My comment on about what she was saying was what's sad to me is now I'm gonna go here. I'm the go-to person. Black on black crime, as soon as a cop, a police, a law enforcement, or another race does something to our people, it is rah 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 in the streets. We want a Black Lives Matter. We want power to the people. We want you to stand up. We want you to come out. We want you to march and all of that. But my thing of it is this: you want to turn on the switch of Black Lives Matter when it's convenient, because
Right.
every black neighborhood in America and across the country should have the same mentality about a Black Lives Matter. It's not about being racist because we're not. We're not prejudiced against any gender, none of that. We're not biased at all. I ain't red or blue. I'm true. So here's the fact. You want it to matter when it's somebody else that does it, but what about when you're doing it to your own people?
Right.
Let's go there. Let's talk about what we see every day. Let's talk about. I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up in the ghetto. What you see now, it's not a product of my environment. It's what should have been. What I saw every day was black on black violence, black on black crime, Hobo Joe, and all of them. And then I saw a lot of poverty and just hopelessness and despair. I didn't see the birds in the morning. I told my best friend that the air didn't even come through sound down. Because I didn't feel like we gotta breathe. I feel like it was just stuffy. It was just soaking the life out of people every day is what I think. Absolutely. I didn't wake up and see the view that my children seen every day, or my babies that I have now see every day. Peace and quiet and all that. I heard gunshots, I saw wino and all of that, those other things.
I done had to stop, drop, and roll a few times.
And I thought that's what I thought. But my thing of it was it's so different today than it was then. Because I could walk the streets as a child, now you can't. So back onto the topic, what she's talking about is black on black crime. Black lives don't matter to me unless they matter to you. You understand what I said? Black lives do not matter to me unless they matter to you. And today they don't matter. You can kill each other, but you want everybody else to respect that we're black. And whoa, why y'all doing us so wrong? Well, why we doing us so wrong?
Absolutely. It starts with us.
It starts with us. You expect somebody else to do what you're not doing. If you don't respect yourself, why would you expect anybody else to respect you?
Absolutely.
Those are the facts. So we have to show be unified show a united front to the world that we respect our own community and our own gender and our own colors first before we go jump out saying, "Oh, they did them wrong. They did them wrong." Well, we do us wrong every day.
Absolutely.
Oh, I guess it's
every
okay
day.
to be black. I don't think it's okay. Yeah. That's my thing.
No, I don't think it's okay either.
Right. Anybody else got a comment? And shout out to our viewers. Hello, ladies. Hey, Lisa. We see you, Lisa.
Hey,
hello. Right to me. Hey, Miss Jackie.
Thank you all for taking time out. This is your time. We respect it and we appreciate it.
But yes, I do want to say my condolences do go out to Mo3's family. And he's not the only artist that's gotten killed the last. I mean, it's been all year. We had Pop Smoke back in February. You know, he was killed. We had King Von last week. He was killed, and it was all over black violence in the streets, starting out with fighting in the streets, and then somebody ends up getting gunned. It's just not, it's not okay. It's not okay.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay at all. Yeah, it's not okay at all. And my condolences out to the family as well. My daughter and he were really good friends, and it's just hit home for us because, if you talk to him, the day before, and then they say, he's gunned down, it hurts. So, I feel for his children, his mom, and it's a sad thing that we can't just get along. We don't have to be jealous of each other. If we would all just help each other and use each other as stair steps and help each other, we could be a force to be reckoned with. Absolutely. But, the mentality that we have, as a people, it's not where it needs to be. And it's sad that we can't even be, that we can't even be friends. We can't even love each other. So it's just sad.
I agree. That is true. There's a lot of hate and dark energy floating around the land.
Oh, yes.
And people are okay with, this beef that they had was so stupid and so juvenile.
Very much so.
We get angry and go to the final steps for such minute things. Yeah. Things are just trivial BS that shouldn't matter and shouldn't take us to those levels. But it's like we don't care. We're not we should be pro-life, not pro-black.
Pro-life. Yes.
Pro-life. All lives matter. That's what I am. I do agree with that statement. I'm not gonna say, yes, I love my people, I love my culture, I love my skin, but I also love lives matter because they were created by our Creator. So our lives should matter to us. We should be okay with taking someone's life. It's nothing that critical or serious behind words. This man has lost his life, and his family, his children have lost a father behind nonsense. And it has to stop. And we are attacking those that are trying to help us, like Ice Cube. I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And they just got that misconstrued because that is not what happened.
Yeah, they did. That's exactly what they did. They jumped over the fence with the whole thing with that. But we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But that is a very good point.
Yes. But condolences to those.
We got to stop it.
Who's lost
shout out to all of you that have lost a loved one to violence.
Absolutely.
Because we are totally advocating against all forms of violence, domestic violence, sexual assault, black on black crime, violence, period. It's not just about black people. I care if I see a little white kid or a white person get hurt. It still matters to me because
exactly
that's who I am. It matters to me, and our condolences again go out to the family. I know it's rough,
and
especially with us going through so much right now.
They both had like 3 kids. I think him and King Von both had 3 kids apiece. So they're the ones who's really hurting. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's just a sad tragedy to.
But the one thing I want to say on that note is this: the same seed you sow is coming back to you. So I hope all of you that's rah, and you happy about what you did. I hope it was a young man on Instagram. I think his name is Bubba Dub. He said it so beautifully about all this loyalty, and there ain't nobody loyal to nobody because first of all, before you commit an act to pull a gun and make things final for someone else, you need to remember how you gonna feel when that same thing comes back to you.
Exactly.
You have children.
Karma is real.
Karma is very real.
It's very real, and our God does not overlook anything. Yes, He forgives. But when you were a kid, when you was got in trouble, there was still consequences for your action. And the universe is gonna bring them right on back to you. So all y'all that pulled that trigger had anything to do with taking that man's life, just know
you reap what you sow.
Absolutely.
And ain't enough watching your back, your homies or entourage is going to be better to protect you because the universe sees you. God sees what you did, and He's going to bring it back to you. That same suffering that you're putting on families across the country with all this violence. Remember that you can't do enough good deeds or build up enough timber to override karma.
Yep.
So just stop. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna talk about politics and you. That's what I'm gonna move on to real quick. We live in a corporation, right? America, this state is a corporation. This country is a corporation. It's not just a state. It is a corporation. It's not a nation. It is a corporation. Y'all, this stuff is really crazy with this whole political thing. I've been alive almost 50 years, and I have never seen it take this long to elect and put someone in the seat and the way things are supposed to go in order, executive order. This stuff is real. And I don't know what you think about it, but we live in a country. So if you want to call in, comment. You want to comment, you want to talk about it, 817-681-2440. Well, since we said last saw y'all, we're supposed to have a different leader in the White House. That's what they said. I don't know, but that's what they said. So, what's the temperature today in the den about what's going on in the White House? I need some feedback from what y'all thinking about because this is affecting everybody. What is the temperature about how you feeling about what's going on politically? Because if you are involved in that, it's going to affect you in some kind of way.
It's going to affect everyone.
It's going to affect everybody. Even though we do what we do, I'm just, but it's still going to affect us because you have to revamp your entire plans, your life, what you were going to do. All of that is based off of the policies and the things that we see every day. That's even making your money. That goes to this COVID. They're going to try to force you to take this shot.
Oh yeah.
So get ready for that. They're gonna try to force you to take this shot, people. Okay.
The numbers are skyrocketing, as they say. So
As they speak right now.
Absolutely. So, and Biden is definitely pushing for that vaccine. And I really feel like they're going to make it to where it's forced upon us, to where no one will probably be able to go back to work or do anything without taking that vaccine. So, you heard it's supposed to be another shutdown. Biden wants another 4 to 6 week shutdown.
And I think it's going to be longer than that time because it's too many people.
Think about what happened the first time.
The first time. See, they ease it. I'm telling you, they play chess. They ease it on you. They say 4 to 6 weeks, so it won't be pandemonium in the country. But
right,
it's going to be more.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be longer. But we in this corporation that we live in, there's a democracy, and the democracy is supposed to be on the Democrat. But the thing of it is, you have to ask yourself. I know we don't like Trump. Everybody's saying we don't like Trump, F Trump, blah, rah, 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 rah. Well, everybody got a job, right? Everybody got a job. But some people do, some people don't. Some people
a lot of people don't have.
But I'm gonna tell you, when you go to your job every day, do you like your boss? Do you like everybody in your company? Do you get it? Do you
no?
Yeah, do you do this? See, y'all, we got it all twisted. He can be ignorant and ignoramus to make comments and do all that, but can you do the job? I don't care about the rest.
Yeah,
I don't care about
he's an emotional
like
person. He's very, he speaks on emotion a lot. So people be upset with him about that. But at the end of the day,
can you do the job? That's my concern. So y'all, we was dancing in the streets because Kamala and Biden was in the house. So we got our first woman in the house. Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna move on from that's another show. But Ice Cube did a black he did a contract. He went and he created this beautiful thing called a contract with Black America. A contract with Black America, okay? He's done this, I think, for a few years. He created it and he waited for both sides to come and sit at the table and talk with him about how can we help Black America? What can we do since there's only 1% of wealth in the country?
Right.
So he wanted to know, what can we do? What is it that we can do to help Black America?
His main point was reparations. That's his main point, reparations. And they took that whole scenario, what he was doing when he went to Trump's campaign, he went to Biden's campaign, asking them, what are you going to do for Black America? And Black America actually turned on Ice Cube for what reason? Because they don't listen. They're listening to what the naysayers say, and they don't understand the compact that he was actually trying to help Black America for Black America.
Kim made a good point on here. She said, she went out, babe. Okay.
But yeah,
Kim made a good point. No, we can't go there to make money. He isn't a businessman he is a businessman that makes money. That is right. That's a good point. That's a good point. And Ann was like what Ann was AJ was saying, it is true. He was trying to help us. Ice Cube was really not trying, he was helping us. He was waiting for either side to come to him after he put it out there. And although how y'all feel about the president the only person who was willing to sit down and talk to him was the Republicans.
That's it.
Democrats come, they never came. like the Pole Express, waiting on mail. They never came. Why didn't they come, y'all? Why didn't the Democrats come and sit down and hear the man about the plan?
Because they don't care about the plan.
Oh, no, you don't know.
Yes, I did. They don't care about the plan.
Y'all hear what she said?
But everyone's just talking about Trump and the Republicans. They were the only ones that sat down with Ice Cube about the plan. And
I'm gonna give y'all time is moving. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a synopsis about this. When you get time, you're gonna go and you're gonna study it yourself because you need to. If you are
Faye on the line. Hey, Faye.
Hey,
our Houston lady.
Houston. Yeah,
hello.
Houston. Shout out to Houston. our contract with black. After 400 years of unequal treatment, Black Americans have had enough with gradual reform in the nation that prides itself with the world's greatest democracy. This is something I'm reading from part of the contract, just a little synopsis of it. To finally create more perfect union, is what it says, according to what's in our Constitution. He said the problems that we're facing in America are too deep and wide to simply reform one area or another. That is so true. Long-lasting solutions demand a comprehensive, thorough rethink of America so that each new approach in each area supports the success of the other. That is so true. There is a lot of good stuff in this contract. So at the end of the day, he has on here about massive bank lending and finance reform. It's very thorough, you guys. It talks about the percentages of the loans and the markets being flooded with and how we've been taxed and overtaxed with affording houses and loans and different things where
the interest rate,
the interest rates, economic opportunity zones, all those things are really important. There are a lot of people don't even know what I'm talking about economic opportunity zones. That means they targeting you, Black America. They're targeting you. And I'm not talking about specifically white. Like, this is not a hate session. I'm saying you need to educate yourself with why you're struggling. You need to educate yourself with why is there so much poverty and why do they give us so much promises year after year after year after year, and then we don't see change. We just sitting there waiting on the Democratic side for them to give. But on the Republican side, you should want them to give a way for you to bring yourself out of needing them to give you anything. It's okay to be help, but that's all it should be. A step out of for help.
Absolutely.
Right? So these are my three very important questions. What should we be doing regarding our now and our future? What should we be doing with all the changes that they're doing? Should we be preparing for our now and our future? I'm asking you. So you can pose a question about yourself. I want you to think about it. Elevate your vibration. Come up out of the gossip. Come up out of the mess. Come up out of rah, 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 pop, pop, pop. Who got some good wow, 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 think and this and that and head and blah, blah, blah. And think about what we should be doing now to impact our future. That's the question that we need to be asking, because it ain't about them, because we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But we do know what's going on in our community that we see every day.
Absolutely.
We do know what's going on in our pocketbook. We do know what's going on in that part of the country, which is my tribe is my country. But what is your take on it, AJ?
I think we should be doing some self-sustaining.
Absolutely.
I agree.
We should learn how to self-sustain. There's a group of people that just bought that 100 acres of land and they're trying to make a city out of it. They're trying to self-sustain. So we need to learn we need to teach our children how to farm. We need to go back to where we used to be. Teach them how to farm, teach them how to barter, teach them how to get along with each other, because we all need each other, because we all we got.
Absolutely.
So that's just my take on it. We need to learn how to have our own.
Jacqueline just made a comment and said they call him Ice Coon now. It is very disrespectful. They're calling Ice Cube Ice Coon.
That's a shame.
That man is in there fighting for us. That man got Trump to agree. Let me tell you facts. The man got Trump to agree to a $4 trillion deal for Black America. That was the plan. Y'all was thinking that was a bad plan when Trump said the platinum plan. He was talking about us. But oh no, nobody likes him. Not a fan of mine.
No, you know what it
Man,
is?
that's
They
ridiculous.
didn't take the time. They didn't take the time to hear what his plan was. They're
Mm-hmm.
just listening to what other people say, and
There
they're
you
taking it
go.
Yeah,
and running with it.
they
That's
take
all it
their
is. They
headline
didn't
and
listen to
run with
the
it.
plan.
There you
Yeah.
You
go.
know, we as a people, we don't like to read. We
That's
don't
right.
like to read. We like to
That's
hear
right.
gossip. We don't
That's
like to
right.
read.
That's right.
You are correct.
You are correct.
Yep. And that's been a lot of our downfall as well. People not wanting to read because a lot of stuff is hidden in books, hidden in articles.
We
You
sure
know,
do. We like to gossip. You
all the
ain't
good
lying.
stuff, all the stuff we need to know. It's buried. It's not anywhere where we can just look it
Oh,
up. You can look up a whole bunch of nonsense.
you can find that
Yes,
easy.
You can find it easily. You just type in a few words and you got it.
And they distract us.
nonsense.
They distract us all the time with what Tamika just said. Nonsense.
Absolutely.
It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help our communities. It's not gonna help our people. It's not gonna help anyone anytime. And that what AJ was saying is absolutely true. You didn't take the time to read the plan or hear the platinum plan.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ran down there just like we do back then on the ship. Ran on down there to get in the boat. Y'all
That's
ran on
it.
down there to give the vote.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't make an educated decision. Because what you did, you're gonna regret it in a minute. You're
Yeah.
gonna regret it in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be way more biased when it comes to making a decision. If you're gonna be a person of business, the person over your family, your finances, if you're gonna try to build yourself some kind of security, you have to know that's like an investing in stock. You have to know what you're investing in. You just not gonna give your money and say, here,
Exactly.
you do this. You're gonna research it. You're gonna think about it. You're gonna weigh your options, the pros and cons of that decision. It was the same thing we should have done with this because I think y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
But
say
you know that comes from a critical thinker though. You have to be a critical thinker to think that way.
Yeah.
To weigh out your options.
right.
A lot of people buy stocks and don't have a clue about what's going on with it.
That's true.
That's what they do.
That's
they just,
true.
I need to make some money. Oh, let me what's the best? They'll ask, well, what's the best, stock I should put my money in or invest in?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll take it from a few people, their answers or how they feel, and boom, okay, let's do that. Instead of actually researching the statistics, the numbers, everything about it that could be beneficial to them.
That's
Everybody
right.
don't do a critical thinker though. They're going to think about all those things you said.
Right. We as a people know exactly what the game has always been regarding whomever on either side in that White House.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the statement I'm about to make is applicable to corporate America. We are a product of our circumstances, ignorance, and our environment.
Mm-hmm.
We really are. A lot of people won't admit that. People want to feel like they got it together. They know everything. You want to put your fronts up and pretend, and your whole life shows something different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about if they white, black, green, or brown. As long as they can do the job, I'm good with that.
Right.
But we got to realize that. Am I speaking negatively? No. Poor communities are designed by Democrats dumping poverty food down their throat. I'm just going to go put it out there. Every time they get in, I love Obama and I love Michelle, and I always will because they made me very proud as an African American. How they conducted themselves for 8 years, being ridiculed, disrespected, spat on, called lies. Those people almost lost each other's marriage behind that White House, but they held on. The book is going to be phenomenal. That Obama is writing when he's going to be so transparent with what really happened in that White House between he and his wife, while they kept it together to make us proud, and they did. But at the same time, it don't matter about a person if they're racist. I'd rather know you're racist than not know you're racist. And
that means you're honest.
You're honest. I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect it. Mm-hmm. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody's entitled to feel the way they feel. And hey, I will respect it. I would rather know than not know. But that's not important. What's important is, can you do what you came here to do? And finally, we're gonna let Ian move on in and talk about some love
Some
before
good
we
stuff.
before we head out, before we get on out. And
Okay, so yeah, so that's some of the problem. Everything that we talked about today, I'm gonna piggyback on it with self-love. If we had self-love and we loved ourselves, then we would know how to love each other.
Absolutely.
But we don't know how to love each other because we haven't learned to love ourselves. You can't worry about what somebody else say about you. You have to know what you know about yourself. Because the people we used to be, we grow every single day. And the people we used to be, we're no longer that person, but people still see us in that same light. But long as you have changed and you're changing for the better and you're growing and you're ascending daily, then there's no need to worry about what somebody else says. That person should concentrate on themselves.
Yes.
We all got to learn how to just have 5 minutes a day just to spend with ourselves, just to say self. Self-care is the best care. Because if you're taking care of yourself, you really don't have time to take care of nobody else's business.
That's right. That's right.
So, I mean, self-love to me is like the most important love of all, because when we learn how to love ourselves, and we're no longer stressed out because we're loving ourselves, we're giving ourselves time. So we have to learn how to love ourselves. We got to own our own story, y'all. We got to own our own story. Whatever you've done, that's your story, whether it be good or bad, but you got to own up to your story.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
People don't like to own up to their mistakes, but if people learn how to deal with their mistakes and grow through their mistakes, they're going to go to their mistakes and they're going to be on top of their own game because they came to a conclusion of who they are and what kind of person that they want to be. So I just encourage everybody to just do 10 minutes every day of self-love. If you got to get in that mirror and talk to yourself and say, self, you're beautiful. Self, you're wonderful. Self, I forgive you. You have to do these things in order to grow. So I'm just so much with self-love is unreal. I have to spend time with myself. I have to just spend time with my skin. Me and Shantae have joke about these heels. You got to make sure your heels are straight before you look at somebody else's heels.
Come on. Come on.
Get your feet together before you look at somebody else's feet.
Yes.
And instead of talking about somebody, help somebody. If you learn a regimen that's good for you, share it. Give it to somebody else. Don't just be selfish. We got to learn how to not be selfish, y'all.
Yes.
We got to learn how to love our sisters. We got to learn how to give each other compliments. We got to learn how to say, hey, queen. And I love that about Shantae, because every time I see her, she's like, hey, queen, you all right, queen. Don't worry about it, queen. If you don't know you a queen, learn today. We are all beautiful queens, and we got to learn to walk into that. We got to learn how to speak those things. It's not as though they were.
We do.
I keep my hair wrapped up half the time because this scarf is my crown. My hair is my crown.
That's right.
And I just, and how I point my finger is my scepter. So my scepter can either point negative or it can point positive.
That's right.
So we have to learn how to just become who we are and be accepting of ourselves.
That's good. That's awesome. That is awesome, and it's so true. I had to get to a place in life where I had to totally do the same thing. And I remember when my transition happened and the journey was over, where I was or my new journey, like you say, evolution of change is good. A lot of people want you to stay the same. You ain't who you was when I married you. You ain't who you was when I met you. No, the hell I'm not.
No, I'm not. I change daily.
I change daily.
Absolutely.
And if you can't deal with it, I digress. Goodbye. That goes for in and out. Because you have to love yourself enough to know, elevate your vibration in life. You cannot give something. I'm a big person of this, AJ, where if a big person tell me I love you, if I see you don't love you, I say you a damn lie. You don't love me because you don't even love yourself.
Yeah.
How exactly. You have to love me when I'm watching you don't love
you? Exactly.
Love shows. It's an action word. I get sick of people using it as a manipulated word. It ain't no game. It ain't no word. Don't move. Nothing don't make your panties move. You got to know that you love yourself in order for somebody to believe that you love you. And I can't give out something to you that I don't have in me.
Exactly. That's why we have to receive love from ourselves to even give it out. we don't think of ourselves as a person. We think of ourselves as self, but we don't think that we have to love the person that we're in. You got to love the person you're in order to give it out.
That's right. That is absolutely right. And I had to learn that the hard way. And I have been through so much in my life. It's like it was always a struggle. And I always so busy giving and giving and giving and pouring out and pouring out and pouring out, trying to build up this image of where people can accept me and say, ain't nobody gonna say a damn thing good about you and don't care about what you do. They leech. That's what they are. They're leeches.
But it's more important about what you think about yourself. It's more important about what you think about yourself. Because whether you're doing good or bad, somebody's going to talk about you.
They're going to talk
about
you.
What do you think about yourself?
That's it. And I got to the point.
What kind of person are you?
When I turned 38 years old, I say, screw it. I'm about to work on me. I'm about to work on loving me more, transforming my life, letting my light shine. I didn't need to be with nobody to do that. I got to myself. And I start working on myself, and I do it daily now. Ain't no say I've arrived. No, you haven't. You're gonna continue to evolve every day. I don't care how old you go get, how many gray hairs you have. You're gonna continue to evolve every day, which you should.
And you know what? You can't pour from an empty cup.
Come on now.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yes.
You got to have something to give. You can't pour from an empty cup.
That's right. That's right. You can't. You cannot pour from an empty cup. That is absolutely right. And I love that because people need to learn self-love. You wonder walking around here looking for people to accept you and you do all you can and it's never enough. Then you go get depressed and talk about, oh, they don't appreciate me. Oh, Lord, what I won't do. Nobody don't need me today. Well, guess what? I need me today.
Absolutely.
Long as I need me, that's all that matters. Because then I can give to you.
Show up for yourself.
Yeah, be true to yourself. Whatever you do, whatever you choose to do in this life, be true to yourself.
That's
Whether
right.
you want to be a garbage person, if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, be true to yourself.
Be true to yourself. That's right.
That's it.
I can't stand them half-empty people. The cup is half empty. Oh, it's half empty. It's almost gone. It's not. It's half full in my eyes.
It's half full. It's always half full.
We are getting ready to wrap this show up. We have had a beautiful talk today, y'all. We want to thank you for tuning in to the Lioness Den where we roll.
Yes, the Lioness
Den. Come on in. Give us a call. We may not be popular to you, but we're popular to us. Hey, until next time, peace.
Love, peace,
and
light.